Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Hopefully you're excited for today's general energy reading. As always, I've already cleansed my Kamaya healing spray, so I'm going to go ahead and start shuffling my cards. Thank you guys so much for booking all of your personal readings with me, as well as all your tips. All of that has helped me out so much. So I do have, I recently updated my Amazon wish list. I have some new tarot decks that I have my eye on that I'm going to order very soon. So I decided to buy those for myself. So I removed them from my wish list. But yeah, definitely lots of divination tools and new decks that I'm super excited about using and incorporating in future videos. I love getting new decks. I currently have, besides my 4 decks that I already created myself, my Oracle decks, I only have 4 decks, 4 other decks that I use. Obviously for tarot, I only have 2 different tarot decks, but I love getting new decks. I love feeling out new energies and just finding new ways to read, a collective as well as for my customers. I love all my new clients that come towards me, and I get so many reading requests for different types of readings. So I want more types of decks to tap into more specific types of energy. Also, just like you guys are watching me, I watch other people on here in the spiritual community, and I have always had my eye on certain decks that really call to me when I'm watching other people's videos. So that is generally why I really wanted to pick up some new decks. So I think we are good on shuffling. My pug is playing with his toy back here. Hopefully he's not too distracting. But let's go ahead and tap in and see what's going on with the collective. Too many and one went flying. 1 second. Okay, so I retrieved all my cards. So the one card that went flying was Judgment. So someone is definitely going through a spiritual awakening right now. Someone is really waking up to a connection and what it was, with a little angel baby up here, a little cherub, as well as there's a child right here. I feel like, there's definitely spirit babies, angels guiding this connection and helping whoever these people are in trying to wake up to what this connection is. Another card that went flying was the Hanged Man. So this spiritual awakening and this new, trying to wake up and understand what is going on with them and waking up to this connection. They are in this Hanged Man energy. They're definitely feeling stuck because now they're seeing all of their actions and everything that they've done in the past in a new light. And they're being forced to recognize themselves and their toxic ways. All right, next we have the Empress. So I think this is you. Like I said, because of the Judgment card, this person has definitely woken up to this connection. I just saw 111 on my clock as I said that. This person has woken up to this connection and they definitely see you, my collective, as their Empress now. Someone who they could see having children with, someone they could see having a beautiful and prosperous life with. You are the perfect embodiment of a partner that they want. Next, we have a 9 of Chalices. So along with the Empress card, 9 of Chalices is wish fulfillment. You are this person's wish fulfillment. I hear that this person is wishing upon a star for you. I feel like all along, they've always tried to manifest their perfect partner and they haven't been able to find it. But once you came into their life, you are everything that they were trying to imagine and what they wanted in a partner, and you are too good to be true. So it kind of clouded their vision, and instead of accepting you and realizing that they had everything they wanted in front of them, they were in denial about you and about the connection. So they were in their King of Swords energy. They wanted to just stand in their power and be firm, not be emotional. They wanted to provide for you in ways that they saw fit, but they didn't want to be overly emotional about the whole relationship that you had. They were just very straightforward, very surface level with you. No, King of Cups energy, no really digging deep into their emotions with you. With the 3 of Wands here, this person has definitely chosen you now. They have such a passionate love for you, and they regret not realizing who you were to them in the past. Let's go to the bottom of the deck, and we have Knave of Pentacles. So this person is definitely struggling financially right now. They have made lots of mistakes, and actually not just finances as in, investments. I think this person is also realizing that they've invested in the wrong people and the wrong things, and that is another reason why they're financially unstable right now. By investing in the wrong people, they invested in people who were just takers, who were only in it for the money, only in the relationship for, the things that they can get out of this person, paying for their gas, paying for hair appointments, paying for nail appointments, things like that. And yep, all of that brought in a Tower moment. With the Tower here, they woke up to who this other person was. I have a feeling this other party definitely cheated on your person. So they were not only taking your person's money, but they were cheating the entire time. And that really is what forced this judgment to come upon them, and for them to be forced to be waken up to what this connection was, as well as compare it to the old connection that they had with you. Next, we have a Four of Chalices. So this person is definitely feeling nostalgic. They're definitely bored in this other situation. They don't want to be in a relationship with this person, just wants to take their money and is cheating on them the whole time. They want someone who is going to choose them and invest back into them. Next, we have the Empress. I think this is your energy. They see you in a completely new light. I think you are very intuitive. You have your shit together, and that is great. With the Empress and the High Priestess here, that is good energy to be embodying. I think since leaving this connection, since this person left you, I feel like you have been just focusing on yourself and focusing on growing up and doing what's going to be best for you. With the Six of Swords energy, this person is definitely regretting all the hurt and pain that they caused you in the past, and they're slowly creeping back towards you. They're just worried about, whether or not you're going to be able to forgive them, and, not wanting to create any more conflict in this connection. Under that, we have the Two of Wands. Like I said, this person has already chosen you, and they want to come back in, and they want you guys to be able to plan and work out your future together. They know they've made a lot of mistakes, but they know that you are the only person that they can see growing a beautiful future with. So I love that. So I think with all of it's here, with the Tower moment as well as the King of Swords, I'm just going to go into my channeled messages deck. So Spirit, what can you tell me about this King of Swords? What can you tell me about this Tower moment? What secrets has the person that I'm channeling been keeping? What traits do they have? Please, Spirit, let us know. Let's see what's going on. Whoops. All right. So first off, we have sex worker. So this other person that they invested in ended up being a sex worker. If not an actual, sex worker, someone who sleeps with people for money, could be, like an escort, could be someone who has an OnlyFans, who creates sexual content for money. This is definitely one of the things that opened their eyes to who this other person was, as well as the Tower moment. So obviously, if this person didn't know that the person they invested in was a sex worker, finding out that, they weren't actually cheating on them, they were actually just like paying other people for money, that in itself is a huge Tower moment. Next is you read my mind. So like I said, with the High Priestess, this person, they didn't know how you were so intuitive. Like they had vibes like you were psychic. You always called them out on their bullshit, and they didn't understand how or why you were able to get these pings from the universe to understand like that they were being shady and doing stuff behind their back. But, since finding out about the sex worker, they have been celibate. That is the next card that came out. So obviously, that's a huge shocking thing. Definitely getting STI, STD vibes. So especially after finding out the person that you've been with is a sex worker who has been sleeping around, has been like having relations with a ton of other people, I can only imagine that you'd want to go celibate until you figure out like your whole situation. Because, when you sleep with someone who belongs to the streets, all of that energy from the community is like being given to you, and that's just not something that you want. So you need to take that time to yourself, become celibate to kind of like heal your yourself. Next, we have authentic. So this person is learning how to be authentic, and they want to be able to come back in and really show you who they truly are. They're ready to take off their mask and ready to just not deny who you are to them and what this connection was. All right, so I'm just gonna get a few more cards to see how the situation is going to wrap up. So Spirit, what can my collective expect to happen in the next 7 to 10 days? Please let us know. All right, so we got 3 cards. The first one out was Strength. So this person is building up the strength, building up their confidence to come towards you and tell you, how they feel and reveal all of these secrets to you. Next, we have a 7 of Wands. This person is feeling very defensive right now. They're worried that you are going to be defensive, but at the same time, they also want to promise that they are going to protect you and protect your connection in ways that they haven't in the past from friends and family. And next we have a 4 of Pentacles. So like I said, this person is not financially stable right now by investing in the wrong person. They don't have a lot, and it really is their lacking mindset and not feeling worthy of you that is causing this delay in them being able to come forward. But like I said, they're already working on their strength. They're trying to work on releasing this lacking mindset and convincing themselves and feeling more confident in knowing that they can approach you and that they are enough and they can be a good partner for you. So that is it for today's reading. Hopefully it resonated. If it did resonate, please do thumbs up the video. That is the best way to energetically donate to the channel. It also helps get our videos out to more and more viewers. If you are brand new and anything resonated, I hope you do decide to subscribe today. And if you are a subscriber, don't forget to hit the bell button and you can get notifications of when I upload a new video. So that is it. Thank you guys as always so much for watching, and I'll see you in a later one. Bye guys.